Tadeusz is an epic poem by the Polish poet, writer and philosopher Adam Mickiewicz. The book was first published in June 1834 in Paris, and is considered by many to be the last great epic poem in European literature. Tadeusz is recognized as the national epic of Poland. It is compulsory reading in Polish schools. A film based on the poem was made in 1999 by Tadeusz. It is written in Polish Alexandrines. Content: the story takes place over the course of 5 days in 1811 and 2 days in 1812, at a time in history when Poland-Lithuania had already been divided between the armies of Russia, Prussia, and Austria and erased from the political map of Europe. Although in 1807, just before the story begins, Napoleon had established a satellite duchy of Warsaw in the Prussian partition, in existence until the Congress of Vienna held in the aftermath of Napoleonic defeat. The place is situated within the Russian partition, in the village of Soplikowo, the country-estate of the Soplika clan. Tadeusz recounts the story of two feuding noble families, and the love between Tadeusz Soplika of one family, and Zofia of the other. Another subplot involves a spontaneous revolt of the local inhabitants against the occupying Russian garrison. Since Mickiewicz published his poem as an exile in Paris, he was free of the Russian censors to talk openly about the occupation. The fact that the Polish national poem begins with the words "O Lithuania" largely stems from the fact that the 19th century concept of nationality had not yet been geopoliticized in his time. The term Lithuania, used by Mickiewicz, refers rather to a geographical region and not country. It had a much broader geographic extent than it does now, and it did refer to the historical Lithuania proper. He is often regarded by Lithuanians to be of Lithuanian origin, while Belarusians proclaim Mickiewicz to be one of them, since he was born on the territory of contemporary Belarus. Fame. All works of Mickiewicz, including Tadeusz, are in the Polish language. He had been brought up in the culture of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, a multicultural state that had encompassed most of what today are the separate countries of Poland, Lithuania, Belarus and Ukraine. Numerous quotations from Tadeusz are well known in translation, above all its opening lines. Other translations: Erstbiggs published Master Tadeusz in 1885 in London. Watson Kirkconnell, Sir Thaddeus in 1962. George Rapel Noyes published the poem in 1917 in prose. At least Book 4 was published in 2000 by Christopher Adam Zashevsky. A full version translation by Marcel Wayland, in the original meter, was published in Sydney in 2004, London and New York in 2005. The first translation of the poem into a different language, Belarusian, was made in 1859 by the Belarusian writer and dramatist Vincent Dunn and Marcinkiewicz, in Vilnius. Because of the pressure from Tsarist authorities, Dunn and Marcinkiewicz was able to only publish the first 2 chapters of the poem. Full text. See this for 1917 English translation by George Noyes Rapel. Archive. Org Film Adaptations. The first film version of the poem as a feature was produced in 1928. The film version made by Tadeusz in 1999 was his great cinematic success. In Poland,